Now we can return to the animation tab and then work on the body. Let's do that with the motion puppet panel. Now, I've launched the motion puppet panel here that gives us a lot of different options to start animating our character's full body performance. So I can get a better view of what I'm doing. I'm going to go back and select my character again, and then I'm going to select the forward-facing camera, and this is hotkey F. So when you select that with an object selected in the screen, then it will automatically put it in the center front position of the stage so that the camera can adequately see the selection that we've made. Now, the motion puppet panel here gives us a lot of different options to start working with the character's motion. This is really the fastest way to get characters moving. You have idles, moods, moves, which are different types of things like run and walk cycles, and then also gestures for things like talking. So we can try a few different things with this, and what you'll notice is that we'll be able to preview our facial animation with this performance. Now, just like everything else, we have a preview and a record function here as well, and a lot of different sliders that we can use to customize any of these base level motions. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move down here to the talking motions. And here we've actually got some motions pre-set up that are used for gestures while you talk. So I'll go ahead and select preview again and try this one.
The life of a castaway is no life at all. Out here, it's all about survival.
Now, that's something that gets a little bit closer to what I want to go to, but again, I can try something else.
The life of a castaway is no life at all. Out here, it's all about survival.
Now that performance is going to work. I think I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to go ahead now and move from the preview section, and I'm going to do some recording.
The life of a castaway is no life at all. Out here, it's all about survival.
That's going to work really well. So now when I preview it, I'm going to make some adjustments as the character is animating in real time.
The life of a castaway is no life at all. Out here, it's all about survival.
Now that we've got our motion recorded, I can just scrub the timeline if I want and see how the motion looks, or I can also just hit the playhead as well as normal.
The life of a castaway is no life at all.
So we can preview that in a few different ways. Now, it was also put on the timeline here. If we scroll down, I can show you where the motion was put. All you need to do is just open up all the track lists that we have here. And with that open, you'll see that we have the motion layer. And I'm going to open that here as well. And then scroll down and you will see the motion layer here. The motion layer, if we drop that down, you'll see that we have a number of different body parts, and all of these are the sections that will be given keyframes for any kind of keyframe offset that we want to do. In fact, I am going to do that here with this character. And so in order to do that, we'll go ahead and turn off the motion puppet panel. And then we'll move down our motion animation options that we have. And this time I'm going to select Edit Motion Layer. Now, the Motion Layer panel will open, and this gives us a unique opportunity to do some editing with the included HumanIK that we have in iClone. And so this is a nice assisted way of doing the motion edit offsets that you might want to do to select keys or put some keyframes in here to offset the motion animation that we've created. So yet another way to create more custom motion. So when I talk about HumanIK, if you're not familiar with what that is, I can grab my gizmo here, and you can see if I pull my character's arm, it's just like if I was to tug someone's arm in real life, you know, the body follows. And so HumanIK assisted motion editing is a really nice way to be able to work with your avatar, and iClone offers that for you directly here inside the software, so you don't have to go out to an external app to do this. So I'm just doing a few different edits here to my character. I'm going to have him just bend down just a little bit there, and I've moved his arms out a little bit like so. And this is all set keyframes right here on the very first keyframe of our scene here, like you can see. And iClone will automatically set all the keyframes necessary for every limb that the HumanIK has altered as we've done our different edits here. So now let's play this and see how it looks.
The life of a castaway is no life at all. Out here,
Okay, so now I've got my arms out a little bit. They're bent a little, look pretty good. And what I want to do now is you can also turn off the bone setting here if you like. And so that will remove the bones from there. And you can see the hands have gotten a little strange on me. So I'm just going to set a couple of keyframes here for the hands as well. And so I can just use my tools to edit like so. And then also here for this hand, I'm just going to do a little bit of correction here for it. And like that. So now let's go back to
the life
watch.
of a castaway is no life at all. Out here, it's all about survival.
All right, so, and then there at the very end, I really don't need that last little part. I need him to just stop right there. So what I need to do there is just clip that off and just trim that inside our motion section. And that's right here. So you can see that the motion that we have has been applied to the character just like this in this motion track. And then I just don't really need that very end part, so I can clip that off. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to let his arm come to a rest there, and actually I'm just going to select right click on this motion. I'm going to tell it to break. I'm going to break it into 2 different clips. Then I'm going to select the second clip here, and I'm just going to delete it. So don't need that anymore. Everything's good.